Genius Kids. Cultivating love for learning.
Chapter 15. Air, an important resource. Knowledge acquisition. Air is the gaseous state of matter and is present all around us. Moving air is called wind. When air moves at a slow speed, it is called breeze. The earth is surrounded by a blanket of air called atmosphere. It extends up to 800 kilometers above the earth's surface. Discussion. Jack, Susie. Why I need to study air now? Susie, have you ever been to a village? Jack, yes. Why? What is the relation between air and village now? Susie, no, Jack, I meant to indicate a windmill. Jack, yup. I have seen that. It is really nice looking and you know its fans can rotate by itself. Susie, no, Jack, it's not by itself. Rather by air, or a better quote is by wind. Now I hope you get that why you should learn this chapter. Jack, let's read it. Atmosphere. Atmosphere is divided into 5 major layers. 1. Troposphere. Troposphere is the lowermost layer of the atmosphere and it is closest to the earth. It extends upwards for about 16 kilometers above the earth's crust. It contains water vapor and mixture of gases. 2. Stratosphere. Above the troposphere is the stratosphere. Aircrafts generally fly in this layer so as to protect them from bad weather conditions. Within this layer, temperature goes higher as the height increases. The stratosphere is layered in temperature, with warmer layers higher up and cooler layers further down, because ozone present in it, which absorbs the ultraviolet light. 3. Mesosphere. Mesosphere is the 3rd layer of the atmosphere. In this layer, temperature decreases as height increases. It is the layer where meteors burn up. It is the cold layer. 4. Thermosphere. It lies next to mesosphere. In this layer, temperature increases with height. The international space orbits are present in this layer. It is a hot layer. 5. Exosphere. It is the outermost layer of atmosphere. It mainly comprises of hydrogen and helium. Air is composed of. Air contains a mixture of gases. These gases constitute nitrogen, oxygen, argon, noble gases, carbon dioxide along with trace amount of some other gases with varying quantity of water vapor. Oxygen. The air we breathe contains oxygen. All living beings require oxygen to sustain life. In plants, stomata located on the lower surface of leaves are responsible for oxygen intake. Whereas animals breathe through variety of organs including lungs, in human beings gills, in fish, or even through skin, as in case of amphibians. Glucose is the primary requirement of our diet. Glucose is broken down to obtain energy from it. This breakdown is assisted by oxygen and the process is called aerobic respiration. Nitrogen. It is the most abundant gas in Earth's atmosphere. Nitrogen is an essential component of proteins. Nitrogen is fixed from air by means of nitrogen cycle. Critical thinking. Space Shuttle Endeavour, an orbiter of NASA, appears to straddle the stratosphere and mesosphere in this photo. The orange layer is the troposphere, where all the weather and clouds which we typically watch and experience are generated and contained. This orange gives way to the whitish stratosphere and then into the mesosphere. Carbon dioxide. The air we breathe out contains carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide doesn't support combustion. It is also required for the vital process of photosynthesis in plants. Water vapor. Gaseous form of water is called water vapor. The presence of water vapor in air is important for the water cycle in nature. Dust and smoke. Dust comprises of ash, coal and metal particles coming from the industries. Burning of chemicals, fuels, etc. produces smoke. It consists of a few gases and fine dust particles and is often harmful. Critical thinking. Ultraviolet light is electromagnetic radiation of wavelength shorter than that of visible light. UV light can cause sunburns and cancer. This makes us realize the importance of ozone layer in the atmosphere, which traps the UV rays and thus protects us from its harmful effects. Critical thinking. Wind energy can be converted into electrical energy. India is on the 4th rank in this regard. The Muppandal wind farm in Tamil Nadu is the largest in India. It supplied 4,000 megawatts electricity in 2008. Importance of air. 1. Air helps in dispersal of pollen grains and seeds. 2. Compressed air in the tires of vehicles makes their movement smooth. 3. Different gases individually can fulfill a number of purposes, such as nitrogen is an important component of fertilizers. Oxygen can serve for artificial respiration through ventilators. 4. Windmill that is operated with the help of wind can be used to generate electricity. 5. Wind helps to sail boats. 6. Last but not the least, we can hear each other because of air only. Air is the medium for sound transmission. 7. Air is useful for winnowing. Winnowing is an ancient agricultural technique for separating grain from chaff. Air pollution. Addition of substances to the air either naturally or artificially in quality or quantity that is harmful to living organisms is called pollution. The substances added are called pollutants. Examples of air pollutants include vehicular emissions, fine particles of cement, coal, and metals. Effects include various respiratory disorders. A very pronounced effect is acid rain. It falls off when sulfur dioxide combines with water vapor in the atmosphere. Continuous review. Moving air is called wind. The blanket of air around Earth is called atmosphere. The 5 major layers of atmosphere are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. Air is composed of a mixture of gases. Air pollution refers to the addition of substances to the air either naturally or artificially in quality or quantity that is harmful to living things.
Like, share and subscribe.